We look closely at all the data. We pore over test results. But what we see is you. We see what makes your smile widen and your eyes brighten. Even as we study breakthrough research and implement the most advanced technologies, what we see is how we can use it to serve you and your well-being. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Health. What we see is you.
Welcome to Pittsville as we get set for a Dariyland League small matchup. It is the Trojans of Westboro making the trip south to take on the Pittsville River Bandits. I'm Steve Ockenick, Sports on Focus, here to take you through this one. The rain has appeared to have passed, at least the worst of it. Still a bit windy here today, but taking a look, it should completely clear out of here in the next about hour. Might get a few passing drops here and there, but the field took it well. Actually, talking to Coach Rayburn before the game, while it was raining the hardest, he probably needed it a little bit. But take a spin through the starting lineups for you here today as we get everything set to go. Waited out the rain, so we're trying to set up really quickly here right at the end of the day. There we go. Get in there. So starting out, we will start with the visiting. And Teddy's got two guys listed at third. 8, 4, 5. So one of them is the catcher. We'll figure out who when they come up. But Tucker Kramer will lead things off. He's in right. Connor Nichols is either the first baseman or the catcher. He bats second. Dane Marlenga is the left fielder. He bats third. Dusty Freeman, the designated hitter, bats fourth. Brady Lacher, the pitcher, bats fifth. Garrett Fromm at second base bats sixth. Brant Johnson, the center fielder, bats seventh. Connor Eben, the third baseman, bats eighth. Nick Pittman, the shortstop, bats ninth. And Jose Ontiveros is the player being DH for. He is either a first baseman or a catcher. The wind, the pitch. Popped up. Foul. That is going to it stays in play but can't make the catch. That is the catcher, Sam Schwannebeck. We'll go through the lineup for Pittsville here. Logan Zickert leads things off. He's at short. Evan Haley, the second baseman, bats second. Ben Friday is your pitcher. He bats third. Dylan Luther, the center fielder, bats fourth. Darren Luther at first base bats fifth. Connor Millard, the kick, the pitch. A little bit low and off the inside corner for a ball. Connor Millard in left field bats sixth. Chris Zawislin, the third baseman, bats seventh. Sam Schwannebeck, we mentioned him, the catcher, bats eighth. And Justin Rayburn in right field bats in the number 9 spot. That one's going to miss as well. 2-1. Friday. Into his wind, the pitch. Catches the outside corner for a strike, 2-2. On what should be a beautiful day once the clouds and the rain passes the pitch. Just a bit low, couldn't get him to chase, full count. Wind and the pitch. Off the outside, ball 4. That'll be a leadoff walk. So Tucker Kramer draws the leadoff walk, and that will bring Connor Nichols to the plate. Nichols Friday from the stretch from the first time today. Shows bunt, pulls back. It's a ball off the outside. 1-0. Friday. The pitch. Popped foul back into the netting. 1-1. Take a look at pickoff play at first, not in time. Kramer back in safely. Catches the zone for a strike, 1-2. Friday nods yes to a pitch. He'll come set. The pitch. Paints the outside corner. Strike 3 looking. First out of the inning. Nice pitch right on that outside corner. And that will bring Dane Marlenga to the plate. Gets the signs from Teddy Goodrich down at third. Friday. Pitch. Drops a bit low for a ball, 1-0. Pickoff play at first, not in time. Catches the knee for a strike, 1-1. Off the outside, 2-1. The kick, the pitch. Low again, 3-1. Taking a look at the Dariyland standings. Pittsville in a tie for, actually alone in second place right now at 3-1. Interwald 4-0. Then you've got the pitch, fouled back. Full count. This is going into the weekend. So in fact, actually, Tomahawk dropped to 2-2. They lost to Rib Lake on Friday night, 17-0. So Tony 2-2, Rib Lake 3-2. The pitch, low and in the dirt, ball 4. That is a walk. So 2 on for Dusty Freeman. Westboro 1-4, Spirit and Medford 0-3, Phillips 0-2. Phillips will get their first win, it sounds like, on the 3rd via forfeit, possibly. The pitch. That's rocketed down the line, but foul. Strike 1. That one rolled almost up onto the road that goes around past the outfield. Pitch. Misses a bit low for a ball, 1-1. Friday, the pitch. That's going to be hit in the air. Going back, settling under it. The catch is made. Connor Millard gets to that one. 2 down. And that will bring Brady Lacher to the plate. Catches the inside corner for a strike. 0-1. Friday. The pitch. Off the outside for a ball. 1-1. Clouds are trying to break up here. Might even see some sun by the end of this one. The pitch. That's going to be fouled back into the netting. 1-2. The pitch. That one's going to be hit on the line right to Zawisla, and he will, or not, excuse me, right to Zickert, wrong Z name. He will make the catch, and that will end the inning. We go to the bottom of the first. It will be Zickert, Haley, Friday. Due up when we come back right here on Sports on Focus. Welcome back. We go to the bottom of the first. Had to partake in the beautiful new concession stand building they have here in Pittsville, Michael Jankowski Field. They've done a lot of work down here. Old concession stand moved over to the youth field out beyond center field. Really making this a very nice baseball facility here in Pittsville. The pan down the seating down in front of us. Not too many D4 school baseball schools can have stadium seating. Helps to have the hillside. Makes our view wonderful for this game as well. As we go to bottom of the first, Zickert, Haley, Friday due up. Logan Zickert to lead things off. Lacher into his wind, the pitch. Catches the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. And back off the outside, 1-1. Pitch. Catches that outside corner, 1-2. The kick, the pitch. Drops just a bit low. 2-2. The wind, the pitch. Off the inside, full count. And that's ball 4. So leadoff walk to Logan Zickert, and that will bring Evan Haley to the plate. First pitch hits him. So the hit by pitch and 2 on for Ben Friday. So we're going to chance it. We're going to... Wind picks up once again. Got a tarp along to put over the computer in case it started raining again, but I see the clouds actually completely breaking out beyond the trees. The kick, the pitch. A little bit high and off the outside for a ball, 1-0. The pitch. Off the inside, 2-0. Three and 0. Catches his own for a strike. Friday taken all the way. 3-1. The kick, the pitch. Ball 4. And the bases are loaded with nobody out. 2 walks and a hit by pitch to start the game, and that'll bring Dylan Luther to the plate. The kick, the pitch. High and tight. Behind Luther. 1-0. Coming back. That's going to be popped up over our heads right about where my car was parked before I moved it. 1-1. The kick, the pitch. That one's rocketed down the line, but that's going to be foul. One and 2. Kick the pitch. Off the outside. 2-2. Sets. The pitch. Roller on the ground. They're going to step on the bag at third. That's all they'll get. It'll score a run. So the fielder's choice and an RBI. And that will bring Darren Luther to the plate. The kick, the pitch. High and off the outside for a ball, 1-0. The pitch. Catches the inside corner for a strike, 1-1. Ledger. The kick, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Chased one up and out of the zone. 1-2. Sets. The pitch. High. 2-2. Pitcher looks back at second. The pitch. Fouled back. Nice breaking ball. Fouled off. Sets. The pitch. That one's going to go back up the middle. That's going to get through a base hit. They will send Friday. The throw's going to go to third. Another run will come across. Two nothing, and that will bring Connor Millard to the plate. Just went right back up the middle with it. Brady Lacher almost got a hand on it, almost got a glove on it. Kick the pitch. High and tight. Ball one. Looking back, the pitch. That one reached out for that one, and that's going to go high and foul. One and one. The pitch. Low and off the outside, pops away. That is going to allow Dylan Luther to go to third. So that sets up first and third now. That one's going to go back up the middle. That's going to get through a base hit. Another run across. Three nothing for Chris Zawislin. Still windy. Wind blowing across the field left to right as that one misses off the outside for a ball. 1-0. Pitch. That one's going to be hit in the air. This one's going to be trouble. That's going to get down a base hit. That will load the bases again. For Sam Schwanebeck. The pitch. Chopper on the ground. They're going to come home, get the out there. That is the only out they'll get. So some confusion on the base paths, and we will end up with just the one out. It's 5-2 on the putout. So 2 down now. Kicking the pitch. That's going to be popped up. Foul and out of play. From Justin Rayburn. The pitch. Off the inside. 1-1. So Connor Nichols is the catcher. The pitch. High. 2-1. Fouled off. 2-2. The pitch. That's driven back up the middle. That's going to get down a base hit. They are going to send Whistling. The throw is wide. 2 runs come across. And that will bring us back to the top of the order. And Logan Zickert led the inning off with a walk. Pitcher, the pitch. Fouled off right at the plate. The pitch. Called strike, 0-2. The pitch. High and off the outside. 1-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that will end the inning. Pittsville sends 10 to the plate. They push 5 across. We go to the top of the second from Johnson. Eben due up for Westboro when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC. Did you know that your vehicle has 2 different air filters? An engine air filter and a cabin air filter. When should you change them? This one 30 to 40,000 miles? This one half. Have you changed your air filter lately? Breathe easy, Wheeler's has got you covered.
Welcome back. We go to first pitch, off the outside for a ball. 5-0 Pittsville. Friday checking on something. Pitch. Chopper on the ground, too short, bobbled it short. That's going to be an error, and that's going to allow the runner to reach. Brant Johnson comes to the plate. First pitch, low and off the outside, 1-0. The pitch. That one's hit in the air, hooking Foul. Would have been gone if it was fair. Instead, it is just a strike. The pitch. Swing and a miss on the big breaking ball, 1-2. Busy week for us this week. Some interesting matchups coming up. The pitch. Little bit low. Tried again to get him to chase. Couldn't that time. Tomorrow is Legion Baseball from Medford in the Heat. We're going to give it a try. The Medford Post 147 hosting the pitch. Fouled back. Johnson stays alive. Hosting Tomahawk. Then we head to Rhinelander on Tuesday. Hopefully, everything works out. Rhinelander and Medford in Legion softball. Juniors first, then the Senior Legion. The pitch. Strike 3 called. Low inside corner, first out of the inning. And that'll bring Connor Eben to the plate. Pitch is low, pops away. That's going to allow Fromm to take second. Pitch. Catches the knee for a strike, 1-1. That one's going to be rolled on the ground. Enough to move the runner over. Throw to first is in time. They get the out there. So 2 outs, runner at third. And that will bring Nick Pittman to the plate. The number 9 hitter. Friday. The pitch. Popped foul. And we got our first building hit of the day. Sets. The pitch. Low and in the dirt. 1-1. Yep, going through the rest of the schedule, we will have Legion Baseball again from Medford. That is Rib Lake and Medford facing off. And then Friday is the big one. That one's going to be hit on the ground to second. Picked there. Throw to first is in time. And that'll end the inning. The leadoff error is left stranded. We head to the bottom of the second. It will be Haley Friday Luther due up when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
Looking to harness the power of the sun and save on your energy costs? With Marshfield Medical Center Credit Union Solar Loan, you can go solar without the burden of paying interest on the full amount from the start. Here's how it works. Instead of financing everything up front, we disperse loans when requested by your solar installer. If you're waiting on your installer, you won't pay interest during the wait. By taking advantage of this flexible payment option, you could save on unnecessary interest charges. Visit mmccu.com/solar to learn more today.
5-0 as we go to the bottom of the second. Haley, Friday, Luther due up. Evan Haley leading things off. He was hit by a pitch his first time up. He's 0 for 0. Wind in the pitch from Brody Lacher, and that will catch the zone for a strike. 1-0, or 0-1, excuse me. Kick and the pitch. That's going to be fouled off. Reached out for that one. 0-2. It's like that slider's starting to work a little better. The wind, the pitch. Off the inside. That one didn't break. 1-2. The kick, the pitch. On the ground, that's going to pop away. And they do not have a play. We're going to give the base hit on that one. That was a hard hit ball. Eben did what he could. See if they... Looks like they gave him the hit on the scoreboard as well. Yep. And that will bring Ben Friday to the plate. Walked his first time up. He's 0 for 0. Pickoff play at first. Nothing doing. Sets. The pitch. That's going to be rolled on the ground. That's going to get through a base hit. Split the infield. 2 on, nobody out, and Pittsville picking up right where they left off in the first, and that'll bring Dylan Luther to the plate. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time up. He is 0 for 1. RBI fielder's choice. The pitch. Off the inside. 1-0. Pittsville was supposed to play Marshfield on Wednesday. The weather misses the inside for a ball. Weather deciding that one wasn't going to happen. The pitch. High and tight. 3-0. Yeah, Marshfield getting the north side of Marsh should say, the pitch in the zone for a strike. Get me over fastball there, 3-1. Yeah, Marshfield got about 2 inches of rain and about another inch of hail in parts of town on that Wednesday. The pitch popped up. Giving chase as that goes, gonna just get out of play. Full count. Behind the Pittsville dugout. Sets. The pitch. That one's going to be hit in the air. Right field should be enough to advance the runner. Catch is made. Runner is going to advance. They will not have a throw. So Evan Haley advances. Sets up first and third with 1 out. For Darren Luther, who singled his first time up, he is 1 for 1. The kick, the pitch. That's going to be hit on a line. That's going to get down a base hit. That will score Haley. Six-0. And that'll bring Connor Millard to the plate. He singled his last time up. He is 1 for 1. The pitch. Curveball drops in for a strike, 0-1. Sets. The pitch. Inside, 1-1. That's pitch 52 from Brady Lacher. The pitch. Low for a ball. 2-1. The pitch. Chopped foul off the plate. 2-2. Sets. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Second out of the inning. 2 down, and that'll bring Chris Whistling to the plate. He singled his last time up. He is 1 for 1. Couple looks back, the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Looking in. The pitch. Off the outside in the dirt. 1-1. The kick, the pitch. Catches the low inside corner, 1-2. Sets. The pitch. Stays up high. 2-2. If you're going to hang a breaking ball, do it up around the eyeballs. Which is what Lacher did there. The kick. The pitch. Right there, strike 3. Looking, that will end the inning. Pittsville does add 1, 6-0 as we go to the top of the third. Top of the order for the Trojans, Kramer, Nichols, Marlenga due up when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
At Clinner Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clinner Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
Top of the third. 6-0 Pittsville, top of the order for the Trojans. Kramer, Nichols, Marlenga due up. And that is, but it's going to be all game. They do have the one technically sub. That is Jose Ontiveros, but he can only sub in for the DH Dusty Freeman, which I don't think Teddy Goodrich is going to want to do. So Tucker Kramer will lead things off. He walked his first time up. He's 0 for 0. The wind and the pitch. Chopper on the ground. Foul. Past Teddy. 0-1. The pitch. In the dirt. 1-1. The kick, the pitch. Popped up. Foul. Just to the side of the seating here. 1-2. That rolls back down the hill. Not quite as steep as Rib Lake, but there's more of it here. The wind, the pitch. Off the outside, 2-2. Speaking of Rib Lake, I didn't quite get to finish the big one in Rib Lake on Friday. Innerwald and Rib Lake facing off. The pitch. That one's hit in the air. Left field going back as Millard settling under it. He cannot. Gets crossed up. He's going to turn around. They will hold. Gets it back in quickly. And that will hold Tucker Kramer to a single. That one might have been dancing around in the wind a little bit. Not much wind, but just enough. Actually, now that I look at it, the flag down on the field, which is below our level, still, so maybe not. Maybe just not getting a good read on that one, as that'll bring Connor Nichols to the plate, the catcher. Struck out looking his first time up. The pitch. Drops in for a strike, 0-1. The pitch. Low for a ball, 1-1. Sets. The pitch. Pop, hit in the air, center field. Dylan Luther drifting over. He will make the catch. First out of the inning, and that will bring Dane Marlenka to the plate. Walked his first time up. He is 0 for 0. The pitch. Low and off the outside for a ball, 1-0. Coming back. Misses the inside corner, 2-0. Pitch. Catches that low outside corner. The pitch. That one's going to be hit in the air. Giving chase down the line. Cannot make the catch. Zickert almost got that one. Made a diving try for it. 2-2. It's a little easier to make those kind of runs and dives here when you don't have fence to worry about. Once you get past the infield dirt, the fence ends. Friday. Pitch. High. Full count. 50 pitches now for Ben Friday. Over at first, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him with the big breaking ball. Two down. And that will bring Dusty Freeman to the plate. A fly out his first time up. He is 0 for 1. The pitch. Bounces in front of the plate. Well stopped back there by Schwannebeck. 1-0. Low again. 2-0. Sets. The pitch. That one's going to be hitting the line in the gap. That's going to get down. Kramer turning. He's going to dig for third. They are going to put the brakes on him there on the double by Dusty Freeman. So second and third, 2 outs for Brady Lacher. Line out his first time up. He is 0 for 1. Sets. The pitch stays up high. 1-0. The pitch misses high. 2-0. Sets. Coming back. Right there for a strike. 2-1. That one's going to be hit in the air. That one's going to get down a base hit. One run across. They put the brakes on Freeman at third. Westboro gets on the board. 6-1. And that'll bring Garrett Fromm to the plate. He reached on an error his first time up. Sets the pitch. Stays up high. 1-0. Pitch. On the outside corner, first strike, 1-1. High and tight. 2-1. The pitch. 3-1. Sets. The pitch. Catches the zone. Full count. Litch will be off on the pitch. Friday. Come set. The pitch. Fouled back. We'll do it again. Sets. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that will end the inning. Westboro gets it on a cross, 6-1 as we go to the bottom of the third. Schwannebeck, Rayburn, Zickert, 8-9-1 due up for the River Bandits when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
Gone are the days of rushing your kids to the bus stop or having no say in how they're being taught. It's time for a different way to do education. That's where Rural Virtual Academy comes in. We're a free public school that thinks your children's education should be as unique as they are, with flexibility for your family, allowing them to learn at their own pace from anywhere. Plus certified live daily instructors, many ways to earn free college credits, and hundreds of free in-person and online events. So what are you waiting for? Enroll your child today.
Bottom three. Schwannebeck, Rayburn, Zickert due up. Litcher. Into his wind the pitch. Low and off the outside for a ball, 1-0. The wind the pitch. Check swing, strike anyway, 1-1. Misses for a ball. 2-1. The pitch. Chopped. Foul. 2-2. The wind. The pitch. Off the outside. Full count. The kick. The pitch. Strike three called. At the bottom of the zone. One down. And that will bring Justin Rayburn to the plate. Kick and the pitch. High and tight. 1-0. The kick, the pitch. Low and off the outside. 2-0. That one's going to be hit on the line. That's going to get down a base hit. Cut the gap. That's going to get all the way to the fence. Rayburn digging hard into second. He will be in standing with a double. So the one-out double will bring Logan Zickert to the plate. A walk and a strikeout. He is 0 for 1. Pitch. That's chopped on the ground to first. They will take the out there. That is all they will get. Moves the runner up. Two down, runner at third for Evan Haley. Hit by a pitch and a single. He is 1 for 1. Sets. The pitch, high and tight, ball 1. Lacher sets. The pitch, chopper on the ground. That's going to get through. The error will score a run. (7-1), and that will bring Ben Friday to the plate. A walk and a single. He is 1 for 1. That one's going to be rolled on the ground to second. That's going to pop away. Throw to first is in time, and that will end the inning. Good job there by Garrett Fromm to recover. Get the out, but the error at third leads to a run. 7-1 as we go to the top of the fourth. Bottom of the order for the Trojans, Johnson, Eben, Pittman due up when we come back right here on Sports on Focus. We go to the top of the fourth. Johnson, Eben, Pittman due up for the Westboro Trojans. They trail 7-1. Friday into his wind, the first pitch. A little high and upstairs for a ball, 1-0. High and tight, I should say, for a ball, 1-0. High and upstairs be the same thing. Friday, the kick, the pitch. A little bit high again, 2-0. Friday has worked through some trouble here today. Pitch. Popped up on the infield. Catch is made by Zawislin, first out of the inning. One down, and that'll bring Connor Eben to the plate. Grounded out his first time up. He is 0 for 1. The kick, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball at the top of the zone, 0-1. The wind and the pitch. Behind him, 1-1. The kick coming back. Popped up. Friday, under it, makes the catch. Second out of the inning. And that'll bring the number 9 hitter, Nick Pittman, to the plate. Grounded out his first time up. He is 0 for 1. Catches the zone first strike, 0-1. Are we looking at possibly... Catches the zone, 0-2. The wind by Friday. And the pitch. High. Couldn't get him to chase, 1-2. The wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will end the inning. And for the first time today, we get a clean half inning. Goes 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Luther, Millard, 2 up for the River Bandits when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
At Clinner Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clinner Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC. Did you know that your vehicle has 2 different air filters? An engine air filter and a cabin air filter. When should you change them? This one 30 to 40,000 miles? This one half. Have you changed your air filter lately? Breathe easy, Wheeler's has got you covered.
First pitch across for a strike to Dylan Luther. That's going to be popped up. Sky high. Catch is made. First out of the inning. And that'll bring Darren Luther to the plate. Couple singles for him. He's 2 for 2 today. The wind and the pitch. Nice breaking ball. Drops in for a strike. 0-1. Kick the pitch. Low and off the inside. 1-1. Line. The pitch. Rolled on the ground. That is going to be smothered at second. Throw to first is bobbled, and they will be saved. He's going to reach on an error. Trying to... We're going to give that error to the first baseman. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one, 0-1. This one you could go either way on. The throw wasn't great from Garrett Fromm, but picked the pitch. Off the inside, 1-1. But at the same time, that's a play that a first baseman should make. Almost wish you could attribute half errors there. Sets. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him with that big breaking ball, 1-2. Pitch 81 from Brady Lacher. Sets. The kick, the pitch. High and tight, 2-2. The pitch. Low, full count. The pitch. Misses, ball 4. 2 on with 1 out. For Chris Zawislin, a single and a strikeout. He is 1 for 2. The pitch. Little up and in. 1-0. High and tight. 2-0. Wind just keeps blowing. It's now blowing out to right. Kind of died off for a little bit, then came back. The kick, the pitch. Misses a little up and in. 3-0. Pitcher. The pitch. In across for a strike, 3-1. Sets. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, full count. The pitch. Popped up. That one nobody's going to get to. Couldn't get it up high enough. Drops in foul. We'll do it all over again. Still 1-0 Brewers. That one into the bottom of the 6th. The pitch. Ball 4. Bases loaded. 1 out for Sam Schwannebeck. Fielder's choice and a strikeout. He is 0 for 2. The pitch. Inside. Ball 1. Off the outside. 2-0. Misses. 3-0. Nowhere to push Schwannebeck. He's going to get some pitches to hit here. on the inside corner for a strike. 3-1. Sets. Fouled back into the netting. Full count. Sets. The pitch. Fouled off of Connor Nichols. We'll do it again at 3-2. Kick the pitch. Hit him. That'll push a run across. And that'll bring Justin Rayburn to the plate. A single and a double. He is 2 for 2. Kick the pitch. That one's going to be hit on the line. That's going to get down a base hit. They fire that one in, see if they can get the force at third. They could not. Another run across, 3-hit day for Rayburn. (9-1). Bases stay loaded for Logan Zickert. Walk, strikeout, ground out. He is 0 for 2. Pitch. Little roller on the ground. This is going to be a tough play. And it gets through. So 2 runs will score. And this is where it's fun to do the scoring because that is going to be a single. He'll get the 1 RBI. Then Schwanebeck's going to come home on the error. So it is 10-1. And Teddy Goodrich comes out and gives a little bit of a pep talk to Lacher. And yeah, he had more things to say to his infield that didn't bring him in. He wanted everyone to know as that one misses the outside corner for a ball. To Evan Haley, 1 for 2. Hit by a pitch, single, and then reached on an error. Chopper on the ground. Too short. They will go second 1. That is all they will get. So first and third, 2 outs for Ben Friday. Walk, single, ground out. He is 1 for 2. Kick the pitch. That one's going to be hit on the line right to frame at second, and that will end the inning. But Pittsville pushes another 4 runs across. 11-1. Oh, actually I missed one there. 11-1 as we go to the top of the 5th. Kramer, Nichols, Merlenga, top of the order for the Trojans when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
We look closely at all the data. We pore over test results. But what we see is you. We see what makes your smile widen and your eyes brighten. Even as we study breakthrough research and implement the most advanced technologies, what we see is how we can use it to serve you and your well-being. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Health. What we see is you.
The RVA has been helping me pursue my dreams by overall just being willing to work around my schedule, giving me more opportunities of taking college classes, and my teachers are truly amazing. I love them so, so much. I love the curriculum, I love the flexibility, I love the staff, I love the classmates, I love everything, in all honesty. Personally, it's a beautiful, beautiful program and an amazing school.
everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC. Did you know that your vehicle has two different air filters? An engine air filter and a cabin air filter. When should you change them? This one 30 to 40,000 miles? This one half. Have you changed your air filter lately? Breathe easy, Wheeler's has got you covered.
Ben Friday getting his warm-up tosses in as we go to the top of the fifth, top of the order for the Trojans. Kramer, Nichols, Marlenga due up 11-1. If this score holds, could be done in 7. Pittsville looking to keep pace with Interwald. They've already played Interwald this year, I believe. Checking on that real quick here. Yeah, Interwald came here and won 11-6 in 10. That was back on June 14th. And the next big test is the 26th of July. Rib Lake comes here. So there is a... That'll be an interesting one, as that one's going to be hit on the line. This is going to be a tough play. Throw to first is late. Infield single for Tucker Kramer. Beat that one out, and that'll bring Connor Nichols to the plate. Steps off. Oh, Friday has a shoe untied. Now looking around the rest of the small this weekend, we talked about that game, Tomahawk at Rib Lake. Rib Lake getting the win 17-0 in 7 innings. Also on that Friday, Rhinelander went to Phillips. Have not seen a score from that one yet. Saturday, Marshfield was supposed to go to Tomahawk for a crossover. That game did not get played. And then today, Spirit is at Medford. Westboro is here. And then Interwald makes the trip up to the mighty metropolis of Tony. Pitch. Fouled off at the plate. Strike one. In the large this weekend, Wisconsin Rapids was at Everest on Wednesday. Rhinelander at Phillips, talk about those two. Abbotsford's at Rhinelander. Minocqua's at Marshfield. Everest at Whittlesey. And Wisconsin Rapids is at Merrill. That one misses the outside corner for a ball, 1-1. So here comes that. The pitch. Drops onto that inside corner for a strike, 1-2. Pitch. Off the outside corner for a ball. 2-2 as we see Connor Eben, it looks like, maybe getting warm-up tosses in, as that one's going to be hit in the air on the infield. Friday is there, makes the catch. First out of the inning. Actually, no, I believe that would be Garrett Fromm getting some warm-up tosses in. Brady Lacher's thrown 103. Pitch. Off the outside, back pick on Kramer was wide. 1-0 on Dane Marlenga. A walk and a strikeout. He is 0 for 1. Pitch. Drops in for a strike. 1-1. The pitch. That's going to be hit in the air. Going back, settling under it is Millard. He will make the catch. Second out of the inning. And that will bring Dusty Freeman to the plate. A fly out and a double. He is 1 for 2. The kick, the pitch. Misses the top of the zone for a ball. 1-0. The pitch. In the air. Center field. Going back. Still going back. Settling under it. The catch is made, and that will end the inning. Couple hard hit balls, but they stay in the ballpark. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Luther, Millard due up for the River Bandits when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC. Did you know that your vehicle has 2 different air filters? An engine air filter and a cabin air filter. When should you change them? This one 30 to 40,000 miles? This one half. Have you changed your air filter lately? Breathe easy, Wheeler's has got you covered.
Bottom of the 5th. Luther, Millard, 4, 5, 6 due up for the River Bandits. As we have a new pitcher, this is Garrett Fromm, takes over on the mound. It's like Lacher goes to second. Give you the line on Brady Lacher. App is calculating here. He goes 4, gives up 11 runs, only 8 earned, 10 hits, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. So Dylan Luther will lead things off. 2 flyouts and a fielder's choice. He is 0 for 3 today. As it looks like we can't see from here, but somebody warming up in the Pittsville dugout as well, in the Pittsville bullpen as well. The wind and the pitch, swing and a miss. 0-1. Frame pitched well here. Kick the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2 in the high school playoffs. That 11-inning marathon here that Athens won, sending them to the sectional. The pitch. Curveball breaks low and off the outside. 1-2. Kick the pitch. That one's rolled on the ground. That's going to get through a base hit. Lead-off single for the River Bandits. That is the third time they've gotten the leadoff runner on. Lead the pitch. Breaks a bit low for a ball to Darren Luther. 1-0. 4 Luthers on the roster for the River Bandits today. 2 on the bench. Pitch. That one's going to be hit on the ground. That's going to find its way through a base hit. Dylan Luther's going to turn. He's going to dig for third. The throw is just late. A nice throw made it close. First and third, nobody out for Connor Millard. Single strikeout walk. He is 1 for 2. The wind picks up again. Pitch. Low. This time blowing from behind us. Now blowing almost straight out. That'll be the time to get one up in the air. The pitch. Low and off the outside, 2-0. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-1. The pitch. Popped up. Foul and out of play. Up into the hillside. 2-2. The pitch. Low for a ball. Full count. Garrett the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Big first out of the inning. And that will bring Chris Zawisla to the plate. Strikeout, single strikeout walk. He is 1 for 2. Actually, it is not Zawisla. This will be Dayton Luther. So Dayton Luther will hit here. The pitch. Tips it into the glove. Strike 1. The pitch. Bottom of the zone for a strike. 0-2. Sets the pitch. That's spoiled foul. And that will stay on top of the hill. Stays 0-2. The pitch. Slips out of the hand, it looks like. That one goes high for a ball. 1-2. High and off the outside. 2-2. The pitch. High, full count. They played Dayton hard to pull. Now Freddie missteps off. Problem. Comes set the pitch. Low ball 4. And that will load the bases for Sam Schwanebeck. Strikeout, fielder's choice strikeout, hit by pitch. He is 0 for 2. Double play can still get Westboro out of this. The wind and the pitch. Up high for a ball, 1-0. The kick. Catches the top of the zone for a strike, 1-1. The wind, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Schwanebeck was swinging for the river on that one. The wind, the pitch. Popped up. Foul territory. Just into the hillside. 1-2. Stays 1-2. And that one rolls all the way back down. Pitch. Low it off the outside, 2-2. The wind. The pitch. Fouled back into the netting. Stays 2-2. Pitch 7 of the at-bat coming up here. Wind and the pitch stays up high. 3-2. Nowhere to put Schwanebeck. The wind, the pitch, low ball 4, and that will push a run across. 12-1, and that'll bring Justin Rayburn to the plate. 3 for 3. Single, double, single. He also has 3 RBI on the day. The wind, the pitch. Tipped. Foul off the end of the bat. 0-1. Rayburn digs back in. The kick, the pitch. That one's going to be hit in the air. Hooking. That is going to drop foul. 0-2. As Marlenga lost his hat somewhere. It's behind the light pole. Looking in, the wind and the pitch. Breaks low and off the outside. Well stopped back there by Connor Nichols. Off the inside. Two and two. The kick, the pitch. That one's going to be hit on the line off the shortstop's glove. Goes into center field, 1 run across. They will send the other Luther. Couple Luthers come across to score. That's going to be a single. And that will bring us back top of the order. And Logan Zickert, 1 for 3, walking a single today. pitch. Misses the inside corner for a ball, 1-0. 14-1 here in the bottom of the fifth. The pitch. That is sliced hard foul. That goes over everyone. 1-1. The pitch. Tipped into the glove. 1-2. The pitch. Curveball drops in, strike 3 looking. Second out of the inning. 2 down, and that'll bring Evan Haley to the plate. 1 for 3. He's reached on a fielder's choice, reached on an error, singled, and been hit by a pitch. Been on base all 4 times, but 1 for 3 in the book. The pitch. That one's going to be rolled on the ground. That's going to be smothered. The throw across the diamond is late. Great job there by Pittman to keep that one on the infield. Saved the run. But did not have a play, and that'll bring Ben Friday to the plate. 1 for 3 for him. He singled. Also walked. The wind and the pitch. High. 1-0. Coming back. Off the outside. 2-0. Coming back. Outside 3-0. The pitch. Catches the outside corner. 3-1. The pitch. High. Ball 4. That'll bring another run across. 15-1 as Dylan Luther will come to the plate. And I believe for the second time today, the Pittsville River Bandits bat around. Dylan Luther led the inning off with a single. Later scored. They kicked the pitch. High for a ball, 1-0. 1 for 4. That single also reached on a fielder's choice back in the first. They kick the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. The pitch. High and tight. 2-1. Long look in. The kick, the pitch. That one's hit on a line. That's going to get down a base hit. 1 run across. They will send Haley. He's going to come home and score on the double by Dylan Luther. And that will bring Darren Luther to the plate. He is 3 for 4. 3 singles and reached on an error. The pitch. That's going to be popped up. Back of third. Coming across, and it's dropped. They're going to call interference? So I believe they did. So the interference ends the inning. We go to the top of the sixth. Later Frame Johnson due up when we come back right here on Sports on Focus. Went back and checked on it during the break, and yeah, that was the right call. There was just, it was hard to tell for sure, but it looked like there might have been just a little bit of contact as Logan Zickert comes into pitch here. We'll fill you in on all the other changes. That one's going to be rolled on the ground. That's going to get through at first. That's going to be a base hit. Leadoff single. 5. Evan Haley moves to short. Looks like Friday. Pitch. Low and in the dirt for a ball. 1-0. Cross for a strike. 1-1. The pitch. Off the outside for a ball. 2-1. In the zone for a strike. 2-2. In. The kick, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. First out of the inning. One down, and Brant Johnson will come to the plate. Strikeout and a flyout. He is 0 for 2. The pitch. Catches the inside corner for a strike. 0-1. Coming back. A little bit low. 1-1. The pitch. Off the outside. 2-1. The pitch. Low. 3-1. The pitch. On the outside corner. Full count. The pitch. Off the outside. Ball 4, 2 on with 1 out. Should also mention Dayton Luther did stay in the game. He is at third. And it'll be Connor Eben to the plate. 0 for 2, a ground out and a fly out. First pitch to him. Misses low for a ball, popping away from Schwanebeck. 1-0. Sets. The kick, the pitch. On the low outside corner for a strike, 1-1. Coming back. It's strike anyway. 1-2. Zickert, the kick, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with the breaking ball. That inside curveball that Zwissland throws to righties. That is just devastating. He had Eben stepping out on that one, and that'll bring Nick Pittman to the plate. 0 for 2, ground out and a strikeout. The pitch. Off the outside for a ball, 1-0. Cross for a strike, 1-1. The pitch. Low and in the dirt, popping away. Both runners. One runner will advance. Lacher will go to third. So first and third, 2-1 the count. Kick, the pitch. Low for a ball, 3-1. The kick, the pitch. Catches the inside corner. Full count. Zickert. The pitch, runner goes. At the knees, strike 3 looking. That will end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Millard, Luther, Schwanebeck. 6, 7, 8 due up when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
We look closely at all the data. We pore over test results. But what we see is you. We see what makes your smile widen and your eyes brighten. Even as we study breakthrough research and implement the most advanced technologies, what we see is how we can use it to serve you and your well-being. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Health. What we see is you.
As a RV senior, I took dual credit classes. It is very much worth it. You get a college credit. Like, college is so expensive. Also, dual credit classes come free. You just have to sign up and you get to cross off one of your classes that you don't have to take in your gen eds. It is very worth it. This is a very good opportunity. Take it if you can. I was able to make my own path and learn more than I ever would have sitting in a classroom.
Nick Pittman takes over on the mound. Garrett Fromm. His day is done. He heads to short. Fromm goes an inning, gives up 6 runs. They were all earned. 5 hits, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. So Pittman will try and pitch a clean bottom of the 6th, and then they will, if he can, Westboro will need 6 in the top of the 7th to keep the game alive. And it will not be Millard. This looks like it is the 4th Luther. Drew Luther will come to the plate. So 4 Luthers in the lineup now for Pittsville. Kicking the pitch. Fouled back into the netting, strike 1. Looking in, the wind, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Coming back in the dirt. 1-2. Looking ahead to next week for both of these teams. That one's going to be hit on the ground. Too short pick. Throw in time. Nice play there. 1 down. And that will bring Dayton Luther to the plate. They kick the pitch. Low and in the dirt, ball 1. So Pittsville at Medford, Pittsville at Marshfield on the 5th. Medford at Westboro, and then Medford is at Westboro on the 5th. That one misses off the outside 2-0. So both teams hit the road next Sunday. Kick coming back. In the zone for a strike, 2-1. Pittsville plays Marshfield a few times a year. It's a fun matchup for both teams. The pitch. Off the inside, 3-1. The kick coming back. On the outside corner. Full count. Ball 4. Just a touch low. And that is a base runner for Pittsville for Sam Schwanebeck. 0 for 2. He's hit into a fielder's choice, struck out, was hit by a pitch, and he walked. The pitch. Low for a ball. The pitch. Catches the high outside corner for a strike, 1-1. As the sun comes out, 3:30 here, as that one's a bit low for a ball, 2-1. Sets the pitch. On that outside corner, 2-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss. The big breaking ball gets him. Strike 3, 2 down. And that will bring Justin Rayburn to the plate. 4 for 4 day for him. 3 singles and a double. Pitch. In the zone for a strike. 0-1. Coming back. Off the outside. 1-1. That's the pitch. That one's rolled on the ground. Too short. Comes up. They'll go to second, get the out, and that will end the inning. Well, 5 for 5 wasn't on the plate. for Rayburn. But we go to the top of the 7th, top of the order for the Trojans. Kramer, Nichols, Marlenga, they need 7 to force the bottom of the 7th when we come back right here on Sports on Focus. So they've got 16 on the scoreboard here at the field. I've got 17 in my book. So either way, I'm assuming they're going to go by the score on the scoreboard. So we'll say 6 to force a bottom of the 7th. Tucker Kramer will lead things off, facing Logan Zickert. The pitch. In for a strike. 0-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 1-2. The line, the pitch. That's going to be hit in the air. Down the line, giving chase, just foul. The pitch. Little roller on the ground. Picked by Zickert. He will take it himself. One unassisted on the putout at first. One down. And that will bring Connor Nichols to the plate. 0 for 3 today. Low for a ball. 1-0. The kick, the pitch. Off the outside. 2-0. The kick coming back. Low 3-0. Misses ball 4. A 4-pitch walk to Nichols. Puts a base runner on for Dane Marlenga. And we see Jose Altavito in the on-deck circle. So it looks like he will hit for Freeman. Marlenga 0 for 2 with a walk. The pitch. Swing and a miss. That big breaking ball. 0-1. Off the outside for a ball. 1-1. pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Second out of the inning. Westboro down to their final out, and it will be the first baseman, Jose Ontiveros, hitting here for the first time today. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He was swinging for Goldback Park out there. Runner goes, the pitch. Swing and a miss. They will give Nichols second on defensive indifference. 0-2. Zickert. The kick, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that, or actually tipped it into the glove. And that will do it. Yep, that will do it. The Pittsville River Bandits get the win 17-0. Go through the final stats here for you once everything populates. Starting with the Westboro Trojans, Tucker Kramer had a good day, 2 for 3, a couple singles, a walk, and he scored the lone run. Dusty Freeman 1 for 3 with that double. Brady Lacher 2 for 3, 2 singles and an RBI. Those are your hitting highlights. Brady Lacher goes 4, gives up 11 runs, 8 earned, 10 hits, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. Garrett Fromm goes an inning, gives up 6 runs. They were all earned, 5 hits, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. Nick Pittman goes the final inning, does not give up a run, no hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. On the other side, for the Pittsville River Bandits, Logan Zickert 1 for 4 with a single and RBI, a run scored. He walked once. Evan Haley 2 for 4, 2 singles, 2 runs scored. He was also hit by a pitch. Ben Friday 1 for 3 with a single, a run scored and an RBI. He walked twice. Dylan Luther 2 for 5, a single, a double, 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Darren Luther 3 for 5, 3 singles, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Connor Millard 1 for 3 with a single, an RBI, 2 runs scored. He walked once. Chris Zawislin 1 for 2 with a single, 2 runs scored. Sam Schwanebeck 0 for 3 with a walk, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Justin Rayburn 4 for 5, 3 singles, a double, 5 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. Dayton Luther 0 for 0 with a run scored. He walked twice in 2 plate appearances. Drew Luther 0 for 1. Pitching, Ben Friday went 5, gave up 1 run. It was earned. 4 hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Logan Zickert goes the final 2 innings, does not give up a run. 1 hit, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. That's going to wrap things up for us here today from Pittsville. We will be back on the air tomorrow evening. Still working out exact details on what time that one starts tomorrow from Medford. That is the Medford Legion baseball team taking on the Tomahawk team. So that will be on tomorrow. And then we are back in the Dariyland on Friday. The Rib Lake Redmen and the Innerwald Woodticks facing off at their shared home field in Rib Lake. So that's always a fun one. So make sure to tune in for that. Want to thank everyone for joining us here today. I'm Steve Ockenick, Sports on Focus. Enjoy the